I like the way it moves. I'll show you some.
Hey beauty babes, thank you so much for joining me today. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I've kind of been actually really uninspired. Well, I guess not really uninspired because I am inspired to create looks, but I kind of feel like I've been in a funk lately for eye looks. Like I want to create something and then I go to try to do it and I feel like I fail every single time. It's almost like I feel like I forgot how to do my eyeshadow and my eye makeup, and every time I do it I just try it and I feel like it becomes a mess and I feel super defeated. So since that's been happening a lot recently, I was just like, I just need to give myself a break. I need to take a minute because it's making me frustrated and feeling overwhelmed. So I don't have a tutorial plan for you guys today. I feel like if I did, it would be like such a mess, or maybe it would turn out amazing, who knows. But anyways, I decided I was gonna skip a tutorial for this week and I'm just gonna do my face how I've been doing it lately. I've been doing this kind of really glowy, pretty, very basic face that I've been loving lately. It's still, I feel like it's still more than your like typical everyday kind of slap on your face makeup, but it is actually what I've been slapping on my face. Anyways, I figured I would just go ahead and still share this little get ready with me, not necessarily a tutorial, but share the products I'm using and we could just do a little chit chat. I haven't really done that kind of thing in the longest time, or really ever. I don't do chit chat get ready with me's very often because I feel like I talk too much and they're too long and people don't watch those or appreciate them, so I don't know, that's why I don't do them, but I figured I would do this and I hope you guys would enjoy it. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this headband on just because I need to get my hair out of my face. I don't know how some people can like do their makeup with their hair already done and like down in their face and you see them doing their makeup looking all perfect. Like I literally have to get my hair out of my face, off my shoulders, like I need it out of the way to be able to do my makeup. I don't know, that's just me. I'm also the type of person who like can't wear sleeves. Like when I see someone cooking or doing dishes or anything like that and they've got like sleeves like down here, I'm like, pull up your sleeves. How are you doing this? Like how are you not getting water and food and things like on your sleeves? Like, I know, I'm just that weird person. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with my face. Normally I've been for the longest time doing my brows first, but lately I've been doing my face first. When I do it like this, I've been doing my face first and my brows afterwards. I don't know, I just kind of like, I just go in phases, I think. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I am in the shade 118 equals Y325 and I'm actually almost out of it. Look at this. That's all I have left. I love this stuff. Clearly, it is amazing. I'm going to be repurchasing another one. Actually, I'm hoping to repurchase when I go to IMATS, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So I'm super excited about that. And then I'm also going to be, because this is going to be a glowy kind of look, I'm also going to be using these liquid highlighting drops. They're called Shimmer drops from NBA Cosmetics. They recently came out with these Shimmer drops. There's about 10 shades and this is one that I really like. It's in the shade Cocoa Glow. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to mix these two together for a kind of glowing foundation. Normally I'm not super big into liquid highlighters. I feel like they're just kind of hard to use. Like usually people mix them with their foundation, like I'm going to kind of be doing to get like a glowy skin, but I always found like when you do that it does look beautiful, but once you like set with powder and apply other products on top of it like blush and contour, that glowing skin factor kind of goes away. So I'm kind of like, it feels like it defeats the purpose a little bit. And then if you use a liquid over like your face with that you've already powdered and set and done all that stuff, I feel like, I mean, people can do it, they do it all the time, but I feel like it's hard. It is very difficult to get it to like fully blend out and not look patchy because you're applying liquid over a powder, and I'm just like, I don't really get it. I don't get it. I just have a hard time with that. But one thing I like about the ones from NBA Cosmetics, which the owner Sherry took a long time to formulate, I know at least for a year, but possibly longer than that, that she's been talking about these and formulated them and just kept saying, the formula is just not right how I like it. The formula is just not there yet. And so when she finally came out with these, I was actually really excited for them, even though it's not a type of product that I'm like super about, but I was still excited for it because I knew how much time and effort she put into it in the formula and wanted to get the consistency just right. And I think she did such an amazing job because I really like the formula. I feel like it's not too liquidy and it's not too thick either. It's almost like the perfect blend of a liquid and a cream product. So what's great about it for me, in my opinion, is that I like to use it. You can apply it to your cheeks or your face after you've powdered, but because I feel like it kind of turns from a liquid to a powder, if that makes sense. But I don't necessarily do that. I still like to apply it to the back of my hand. You'll see me do this later on in the video, and then tap it with a brush, kind of play with it a little bit, and then get just the right amount onto the brush and then apply it, and it's just so beautiful and so perfect. And normally that's all I do with it, but lately I've been trying it to blend it with my foundation, and I've really been liking how it looks, because even though, like I said, I feel like that glow goes away once you set with powders and things like that, I feel like with this one, or maybe there might be other ones, but I feel like the way I do this process, you still get some of that glow showing through. So I don't know, I like it, so that's kind of, I've been coming around to doing that. So anyways, that's that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just applying the foundation first, and then I'm going to go in and drop a few of the shimmer drops over top, and then blend it all together with a duo fiber brush from Beauty Junkees. And you want to make sure you do kind of light strokes so you don't get the brush lines. Since those drops make this foundation a little bit more fluid, normally I use a different brush when I blend this foundation in. I use one from Ebates, but since I'm using a liquid with this, I just like this one better, but you still have to be a little bit careful so you don't get those brush strokes. So you just blend it all in till you look like a golden disco ball, basically. All right, next I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape and blending that in with a makeup sponge. This is from Beauty Junkees, one of my favorites for concealer because I love this. It has the perfect football shape, kind of just to get under your eyes really well. I've been kind of going back and forth between a few different concealers, but Shape Tape always seems to be one I lean most towards. I really like it. I know that seems like a lot. I always say put a little bit, but I'm kind of running out of that, so it's just like the last bit on the brush. And then I will bring it down around my nose, my chin, and a little bit up my forehead, whatever's left on the brush. I mean the sponge. So anyways, back to eye mats. I'm so excited. For those who haven't seen my announcement that I put on Facebook and Instagram, I am going to be joining MBA Cosmetics again for the 3rd year at IMATS. I'm so excited. I always love going, and I still remember my first year going and how just exciting and scary it was, because I'm from California, so you know, traveling all the way across country, and I'd never done that before. I had only, I think previous to that, been on a plane maybe twice in my entire life, and it wasn't going very far. So yeah, it was a scary thing, but super exciting, and something that I'll just always remember. And so I'm so excited to go, and I just really can't wait to be able to meet a few more people, because I've gotten to know a lot more people on Instagram and things like that. People I've become pretty close friends with that are close to New York or in New York that I know will be there, and I'm just am so excited. I know there are people who follow me or subscribe to me who have mentioned being there and are excited to see me and meet me and things like that. So it's just like that alone blows my mind, but it's a very exciting thing. How many times can I say excited? I know. I need better descriptive words. If any of you guys are going to IMATS, we'll be there either just shopping or with a brand or anything like that. I would love to hear about it. Let me know. Leave a comment. And if you're going to go, I would love for you guys to stop by and say hi to me, visit me, check out some product from MBA, of course, and all that good stuff. So moving on with my face, I'm going to go in with some setting powder. I'm going to set under my eyes mostly, and then I'm just going to lightly bring the powder to the rest of my face. And what I'm going to be using is the RCMA No Color powder. And I just have this tin that I keep here, and I always pour some of the powder into it. And I prefer to use a sponge, so I always keep the one I'm using. It's still a little bit damp, and not as damp as it was when I first started. Dip that in. You guys have seen me do this, but I don't know why I'm explaining it. And then I don't quite call it baking because I don't leave it on like 10 minutes or whatever, but it's essentially similar to baking. I pretty much pack on quite a bit of powder as I'm doing this, and let it set to really just make sure I don't get any creases under my eyes. And then with whatever excess powder is left on there, instead of swiping it away, I just swipe it and blend it all over the rest of my face to set my face. Still sets it, but a lot more lightly than packing on powder the rest of my face. So that's what I'll be doing. I do also get into my smile lines when I do this, just because that's where I notice I get creasing as well. Creasing in my smile lines and under my eyes, so that's where I apply the most powder. So then I'm going to go ahead and take another dual fiber brush, again from Beauty Junkees. I look like a cat right now. And then I just use that to sweep away the excess powder, as well as blend it all over the rest of my face. And I feel like in doing this lighter setting powder, it doesn't take away that beautiful illumination that I added to my foundation. So I still got that going on. Now here's something else I'm going to do that may seem kind of excessive to probably a lot of you, and I think the last couple of times I've done it on camera I didn't really explain, or maybe I did, I don't really remember. But basically I'm going to go ahead and take this time to set my face now. I like to set my face with setting spray after I've put on my foundation and set it with powder. And then set it with a setting spray before I go in with contour and blush and the rest of my face and things like that. And the reason why I like to do this is because I feel like it just creates this perfect, not perfect, but a better canvas for me and for my face, for the rest of the items on my face. There used to be a period of time where I kind of like would deal with patchiness right here, especially on the sides of my face with my blush and my contour, and it seemed like no matter what I did, like it just seemed patchy. And so I was playing around with different ways of trying to get it not patchy. I wasn't sure if it was just dry skin or I have a lot of peach fuzz in that area. So one thing I discovered doing was setting my face more than just after I finish. So I found that if I set my face after my foundation and setting powder, set it with setting spray, it kind of like locked it in and created this like more smoother canvas kind of a thing. So it wasn't as textured or to get that patchiness, you know, the hairs, the peach fuzz lay flat, everything just lay flat, and it was just able to give me a smoother canvas to work on for the rest of my stuff. So that's kind of why I do it. I know it seems excessive, but that's why I do it, and I love the way it looks. As well, I feel like it kind of goes along with this face that I'm doing, where I just use minimal powder on the rest of my face. Yes, I caked it on here and here, but as for the rest of my face, since I didn't want to lose that luminosity, it allows me to still set my foundation and things like that without having to go ham on the powder. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm using the Milani Make setting spray today. I need to get like a fancier fan so I can sit here and fan myself, because I always just fan myself with these like cards I usually get in packages. But hey, it works. The next thing I'm going to do now is go ahead and do my brows. And what I'm going to be using is the It Cosmetics Brow Power Powder. I've been really, really loving this stuff. I am going to go ahead and just do my brows off camera though, because you guys have seen me do it before and I just feel like it's kind of boring, and I probably won't talk while I'm doing it because I like to concentrate and it's hard to talk and do your brows at the same time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that off camera and come back once they're done. All right, I'm back. Brows are on. And I'm just gonna go ahead, and I have a little bit of this on already. I always put some of this on. I don't always mention it. Eyeliner and line my eyes before I do my makeup. A lot of the times I'm doing that. I just never mention it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more on today just so I can really define my eyes. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil in the shade M10. It's just their matte black shade. Okay, next up I'm going to move on to contour, bronze my face, and I'm going to be using this. I know it looks so dirty and beat up. It's I promise it's not like dirty, unsanitary dirty, it's just beat up because I use it all the time. But this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soliel Bronzer, which I have hit major pan on, and I love it. I have another one of these deluxe sample sizes, but I probably need to break down eventually and purchase a full size because it's been what I use the very most for bronzing and contouring. Goodness, and it looks like my lighting changed. It keeps changing. I don't know what the deal is. I try to keep my lighting and everything I do pretty consistent, but yeah, it just changes all the time on me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Makes me so sad. So if anybody noticed that, I don't think it bothers anybody. Maybe it just bothers me and other people who like notice those things. I don't know, but it's really annoying and I wish I could fix it or that I was better at doing videos, but I'm not a professional. I just have this teeny tiny setup, so it is what it is. Oh, every time it smells so good. And I'm going to be pretty generous with this. I know lately I've been going pretty ham with my bronzer, contour. I just like a good bronzed up face, I guess. Alright, so I know I mentioned like kind of being a little bit in a funk with eyeshadow tutorials and just doing my makeup in general. I wish I didn't feel like that because I have all these thoughts and ideas and looks I want to create and products I want to use. I've been getting so many new products lately that I just feel almost like I feel bad because I haven't even been using them or I've been trying to use them and things are not going the way I want. And it's not the product, I think it's just me. I don't know what it is. I just feel like almost like I can't blend anymore. Like, and a couple of the last looks I've done, I look at them, I'm like, I hate the way that looks. I still post them. You guys all seem to still like them, or maybe you're just being really nice. But I look at them and I'm like, oh, it looks terrible. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? I don't know. So it's kind of gotten me to a place where I'm thinking about like, I'm not obviously going to change the content of my channel. I'm still going to be doing makeup tutorials, makeup reviews, and things like that. But it's been making me think like, okay, like this week, I only get 1 week to film, and I was like, obviously not going to do tutorial. It made me think like, what am I going to do? I want to be able to post some things. I don't want to just not have anything to post on my channel or just, you know what I mean? So it forced me to kind of think like, what am I going to do? Which is why I'm doing this get ready tutorial, or get ready with me chatty, which I'm not even being that chatty. That's why I usually don't do this. I don't really talk much. But it made me think about doing maybe more chatty videos. I've been watching and getting inspired by a few people like Katie from My Vanity here on YouTube. She's fairly new to YouTube, but she's doing amazing. Samantha March and Lauren May Beauty. I'm fairly new to watching her, but I really love their kind of chatty, like tube talk kind of videos and just really talking more. And I feel like I used to do more of those, but I think at some point I kind of got defeated from doing more chatty videos because I noticed that people didn't like them. I thought, you know, people weren't, or maybe they just don't like my opinion, I don't know, or they don't like me, but people don't watch the longer videos. People don't watch like my videos all the way through. Like if you look at my analytics, people were watching maybe like 3 to 5 minutes of a video, whether it was 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and it's like I put so much work and effort and time into these videos and people aren't even watching or appreciating them, and it was like, man, I was feeling super defeated. So I stopped doing more chatty videos. That's when I started kind of doing voiceover videos and really shortening down my videos, and especially my tutorials, because you don't necessarily need a tutorial that's like freaking 20 minutes long. I understand that, and I actually appreciate and like doing the shorter tutorials more, but I don't know, I think there's something to be said for a tutorial that's a little bit longer, you know, and a little bit more in depth and really explaining what I'm doing. And I know there's like a demographic for that, but I don't feel like it's a huge one. But I don't know. So it's just, I was thinking like, even though I felt really defeated in that, and yeah, I'm going crazy with this bronzer, but I don't care. I kind of want to get back to it because I enjoy sitting and you know, chatting. Well, I enjoy watching those kind of videos too, like hearing someone's opinion, hearing someone sit and talk. I mean, yes, to the camera, but essentially to me, and sharing their opinion, and then I can share my opinion back in the comment section or whatever. And I miss doing that kind of a thing, and I would like to do more of that and share my thoughts and be a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more chatty on my channel than just kind of whipping through a tutorial and a video and then that's it. I know I do have like, I feel like I get more chatty in my like fashion try on haul videos, but I don't know, and I can get a little bit chatty in other videos too, but like not much. So here's the problem. The thing is, I always just go chat and chat and chat and ramble. I never really get to my point. But the point is, thinking more about what videos I want to do aside from just makeup tutorials. I was thinking about doing, and this was again inspired by Katie from my vanity. She did a, you know, top 5 favorite products from It Cosmetics. So I'm actually going to be filming that later today. I have a feew other ideas like products I've hit pan on or products I use, you know, every day or, you know, weekly, I guess I should say, because I don't put on makeup every day, but I thought it might be interesting to share the products, not just that I use for YouTube, because I know I've said in different videos back, you know, here and there, I've said like, here's a product I haven't really shown on YouTube, but I use this. I actually have used this a lot and I use this all the time. You just don't see it. So I thought it'd be interesting to maybe do a video sharing those products. They may not get YouTube love, but they get love from me, you know, daily or weekly. And, you know, so I thought that would be an interesting thing. So I'm going to be, you know, I have a few ideas like that, and then I'm going to be filming and testing the waters with these more chatty videos, and hopefully you guys like them and I can kind of keep them up or at least throw them in the mix between you know, makeup tutorials and makeup reviews. So that's kind of what's been on my mind a little bit lately concerning makeup in my channel and things like that. And as well, I do plan to do more fashion videos. I kind of mentioned fashion. I don't do that a ton on my channel, but I noticed that those videos do really well. Those videos do better than any of my makeup videos, unless it's a makeup video about a brand new product that's coming out. But I like that, but I also feel like, man, it's kind of a bummer because my main thing here is makeup, but yet people don't watch those as much. They watch my, you know, try on fashion videos and things like that. So it's like, you know, and I enjoy doing those, but there's only so many, you know, fashion hauls I can afford to do in a time frame. So but I do want to do that, and I have been getting some email offers and things like that where clothing brands have reached out to me and things like that. So I may do a little bit more of those, you know, if I'm receiving or gifted items and things like that, since so many people like them. But I definitely would love to know your opinion on the type of videos that you like to watch. Clearly, if you're watching this video and here right now, because I'm being very chatty and still watching, you know, probably enjoy these type of videos, or maybe you just really like me and just are very supportive, which thank you so much. But I would love to hear your opinions on the type of videos that you like to watch and you enjoy, and maybe that you would like to see from my channel, suggestions or anything like that. I'm always open to hearing from you guys. Obviously, you know, I don't want to change my content dramatically, but I want to give you guys and provide for you what you enjoy. And if there's anything that I'm already doing that you really enjoy, you want me to keep up, let me know, because I love to hear your feedback. And it more so shows in, you know, the view count on my videos. I see like not many people watching this type of video, and it makes me feel really defeated. Like that kind of is a bummer. And so I kind of like start tapering away from doing those videos. But if it's something I really enjoy, I obviously want to keep doing it. But I will say that in general, I just love creating content for you guys. If it has to do with makeup, beauty, fashion, I'm probably still going to want to still create those videos, but obviously want to streamline it a little bit more for what you guys enjoy watching a little bit more. So that was kind of a tangent. I probably could have been doing my makeup while I was saying all that stuff, so I apologize. We're going to go ahead and move on. I'm almost done anyways, but I'm going to go move on to a blush. This is one I've just been using a ton lately. You guys have been seeing it in a lot of my videos. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose d'Oro, and this is one of my very favorite blushes, but I recently been using it more and more and more just because I have been being more cautious about trying to use up products, not just like I don't do project panning or anything like that, and I think I'll talk about that in a video coming up about panning products, about why I don't participate in that kind of a thing. But anyways, but I have been more whatever, you know the word, of using products that I'm almost finished, like just finish using them, or because clearly I've used so much of it that I love them, so keep using it kind of a thing. So I've been reaching more for products that I have panned. So that's why you've probably been seeing a lot of panned products in my videos lately. And oh, I love this. I truly do love this blush. I have several other baked blushes from Milani, but this is the one I always reach for and love. It's my favorite. And here's where I go back in with the setting spray. I like to again set my face right, after doing all this before I put on my highlights. So I go back in with that Make It Last setting spray and set my face again. Alright, and now I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of those shimmer drops. As you can see, my face still has quite a bit of glow, which I love. I love that this glow kind of stays, and I feel like I look really pretty. I don't know about you guys are going to be like, you're wearing way too much bronzer. It's way too shiny or whatever, but I like it. And I want to add a little bit more. So now that everything's done, I'm just going to really just pop a little bit up here. A little bit on my nose and a little bit on my eyes too, just to brighten them up. And as I said, when I apply over everything, I like to go ahead and put it on the back of my hand and apply it with a brush. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just shaking this up a little bit more. I'm going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand right here. Don't need much because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to be using this brush from MUFE. It's the R36. It's almost rubbed off, so and what I'm going to do is just kind of dab this in here and kind of dab it around my hand, just to kind of, I don't want too much on there. I kind of like dab it in there and then dab some product off until it gets the consistency I want, and then I will apply it, because that's what I feel like makes it the most safe. So I've got product on here, but I'm just going to go like this. I don't know if you could see, I'm just like dab a lot of it off. I don't need much, and then that's when I will go in. And oh my gosh, the glow. And I love this because it's not, like I said, it doesn't get too liquidy. It almost feels like it goes like liquid to powder. And just looks stunning. It gives that like wet highlight look. Oh, I love it. It's just so, so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and bring a little bit down the bridge of my nose. A little bit right here, even though it's already been glowing. And here I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit to my eyes too, just like this. So now you see I got some like in the inner corner and just kind of swept back, and like I'm really like glowing goddess right now. And then with what's left over, I usually take it and put it a little bit on my collarbone as well. I don't know if you can really tell, but this color, there's something about it. It's like a golden, but it has like a pinky, like, but more of a red pink. I think this is probably made for someone with quite a bit more darker skin tone than I, but I just think it's gorgeous, so I don't really care. But it's like a gold tone with almost like a red undertone, and it's just, I don't know if you can see it on my hand. Oh, there you could kind of see more of the shift of it and how it has that kind of a darker pink undertone. I just think is so gorgeous. Okay, now that I'm done with the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and set my brows with a brow gel. This is actually the It Cosmetics Brow Pomade. This stuff is amazing. I will be repurchasing this stuff. It has become my favorite brow gel. I just love the way it makes my brows look. And it really holds them in place so, so well. It's incredible. Alright, to wrap up this look, I'm going to be going in with some mascara. Now this is the Eyeko Black Magic Drama and Curl Mascara. Oh, I really, really love this mascara. Now, I literally just started using this 2 weeks ago. I opened it, I think, when I left for my trip. For those who don't know or didn't see on Instagram, I went on a trip kind of cross-country to visit my nephew and visit one of my husband's like army brothers and things like that. And I was going to take this one with me, but I realized it was starting to get clumpy. I literally just used this in one of my recent YouTube video tutorials, makeup tutorials, and I mentioned talking about it and how much I really, really liked it. And I said something about like I'd only been using it for a month, maybe a little more than a month, maybe 2 months. And it's so funny, like my concept of time. And I was thinking back to that video where I said I'd only been using it for a few months, and I was thinking like, why is it drying out already? And I looked back on when I got this and when I started using it actually, because I did a Instagram post as well on another Instagram account that I run. And it's already been about 4 months since I got this and have been using it. So usually mascara's time frame, like life expectancy, is about 6 months, so it was really kind of coming up on that. But it's just so funny, my concept of time, thinking I'd only been using it a month, maybe 2 months, but in reality I had been using this a lot longer. It just, I don't know, time is just so weird with me. So anyways, I opened up, I did get sent 2 of them, to open up the new one, which is a different one, and I love this just as much. I feel like it does my lashes justice. I love that both of these have a curved wand. Those are my favorite types of mascara wands, so I really, really like it. I know these are kind of more expensive mascaras, but I definitely see myself wanting to purchase more of these because they are just really, really great mascaras. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my lower lashes. That's one tip if you guys don't already know. If you're doing mascara, always do your lower lashes first, because it lessens the chance of you getting mascara on your eyelids. Usually if you do your upper lashes first and then try to go into your bottom, because you kind of tilt your head down, that's when you get the transfer. I made that mistake the other day. I don't know why I did it backwards, but I did that, and then I started getting mascara all over my eyelids, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Why did I do this? So just a little tip, probably a very common tip, but for those who don't, sometimes you don't realize like simple things like that. It's kind of funny because I remember the first time I heard that tip, I don't know, it was many, many years ago. I don't even remember when, but someone's like, put your mascara on your bottom lashes first, because, for that same reason. And I was like, what? How come I never thought of that? Like, it literally was like a shock. It's one of those things like, duh, like, you think to yourself, why did you not think of that? Like, it makes so much sense. Also, tilting your head back, this is another probably common thing, but tilting your head back when you're doing your mascara helps too. Because then you could really, I don't know about you guys, but I really like to like really take my time with mascara. So if I tilt my head back, then I can really just like slowly like bring them up and bring them back, kind of give them a curl effect. Because I don't use a lash curler. I just try to do it with my mascara and just take my time and kind of curl my lashes and hold them as I'm sweeping the brush upwards. So I usually take forever on my mascara when I really want my lashes to look good. But anyways, can we just admire this, like, the difference. It's amazing. I really love this mascara. Alright, and that is it. Isn't this mascara fabulous? I love it. Lastly, to finish off, I know I said finishing off with mascara, but I'm going to top my lips with a gloss. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Kiss Assist lip gloss. It's a lip plumping lip gloss, has a little bit of a tingle to it. I really love it. I have 2 of them. I keep one on my dresser here in my office to use when I'm getting ready. And then I also have one in my purse that I keep with me to use throughout the day. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I love glosses. I'm a lip balm and a lip gloss junkie. I love them more than lipsticks. I actually have, let me see. I have my purse right here because I had to grab it for another video I'm doing. But I'm gonna just show you really quick. This is my purse. I have a little bag in here, and this is in here. I have these two glosses which are new. I'm gonna mention those in a minute. I have this is another plumping lip gloss. This is one from Grande Lips. It's not tingly enough. I was hoping it'd be really tingly. It's not. I do have my Je ne sais quoi lip balm, which is pretty much gone. I need to throw away, but I don't want to. I have this lip gloss, which is also from It Cosmetics. This one, which is new from Urban Decay, the High Shine or Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses that I just got a couple days ago, but I've already fallen in love with the formula, so I stuck one in my purse to use. And then I also have just a regular chapstick lip balm, chapstick brand, and it's the peppermint flavor because I like that because it tingles, go figure. So I have all these, and funny thing is, like, I just really like the tingle on this one. It's really nice, plus I like the doe foot applicator kind of glosses. But really quick story, I purchased these two. These are from Soap and Glory, because I saw in a makeup group, I think it was What's Up in Makeup or another makeup group I'm on Facebook, and someone was talking about lip glosses and someone was talking about plumping lip glosses, and someone was saying that the Soap and Glory lip plumpers are like insane. Like they said they were like pretty much not recommending them because they're like, it feels like an electric fence on your lips. It's not even like a nice tingle. It's just too intense. And I was like, what did I say? Instantly intrigued. I couldn't think. Instantly intrigued because I love pumping lip balms, not necessarily for the pumping effect, but for the tingling effect. I'm obsessed with that tingling feeling. I love the way it is. The more intense, the better. I have tried the Too Faced ones and the extreme ones, and I actually really like those too. I need to repurchase, but I always try different ones like this. Instead of repurchasing the Too Faced one, I purchased these ones just to see. I think they were a little bit cheaper or they were on sale. I can't remember. But so, because these were like so talked about as how painful they were, I really wanted them. So they have 3 different ones as far as I know, like a regular lip plumping gloss that tingles, and then they had the XL, and then they have the XXL. So I kind of skipped past the regular one, even though I kind of wanted it just because it was more like in a tube like this with the doe foot applicator, and I prefer that. But I thought, oh, if I'm gonna go for extreme, I'm gonna go for extreme. So I bought the XL and the XXL. I will say that I don't really like this type of lip gloss that much. Like in the packaging like this is not my favorite. It has a chocolate scent, but not like the same kind of chocolate scent like this that smells good. Usually like scents that are like chocolatey scents in a lip balm or a liquid or a cream product don't smell as good. I don't know what it is, but I don't like the smell of it. As it's not awful, but I don't prefer it. Anyways, long story short, they really are not that bad. Like, I don't know if that person who mentioned that is just like a wimp. I know that that sounds mean. I know there's a lot of people that don't like tingling lip glosses and lip balms and things like that, and even like the slightest ones people like find like just too much. But I was thinking when they were talking about these, I was thinking, okay, these are gonna be it. These are gonna be like the intense tingling that I want. But they really weren't. Like this one tingles okay, but it kind of like goes away really quickly. The XXL one tingles for a bit longer and a little bit more intense, but I would say that the Gerard Cosmetics one is a little bit more tingling than that. I don't know, but I'm going to be using them. I stuck in my purse. I have been using them off and on, but I was really hoping for something really more intense. So if you guys have any recommendations for like really intense tingling lip balms or lip glosses, give me your recommendations because I want to try them. I also really like the Lip Freak lip balms. I used to have one in my purse, but I think I ran out and I just haven't replaced it. But if you haven't heard of it, it's a Lip Freak lip balm, or that's the brand, or it's called Lip Freak or something like that. I can't remember. And just a lip balm. It's not claiming to be a lip plumper, but it's just for those people who are freaks like me who like the really intense tingling, and those tingle insanely. Like I have not since trying those found anything more intense than those. But because they're a balm, I'm kind of looking for something that's more of a gloss. So sometimes I'll pair those. I'll use that balm with a tingling gloss on top, and it's just magical. But yeah, anyway, so if you have recommendations for a tingling lip gloss, that is awesome. let me know. Or even one that you think is too intense for you, that you think I might like, let me know. I want to know. I will try it. I will let you know if it's tingly and painful enough for me. That's so weird. But anyways, that is it for this video and this my glowy foundation routine. I definitely look like summer, and this is usually my skin tone and my skin look in the summer. It probably doesn't really match well with my actual skin tone right now, but I love the way it looks. And it might not be the type of foundation routine for everybody, but it definitely does give you that glowy, beautiful, wet look that's not greasy or shiny, but like a wet, pretty look. I don't know. I think it's pretty. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if not, at least enjoy chatting along with me, and hopefully I wasn't too boring or rambled too much and you guys enjoyed it. So if you made it here to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Leave like some kind of emoji. I'll put an emoji on the screen. You guys leave it down below so I know who my true girls or boys are who watch me all the way through and show me some love and support, because I really do appreciate you guys more than you know. So I can't thank you enough. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.